Hello guys, welcome to Kamak China. This is Elvis. Today I'm in the workshop and by my side is the side of two tanks oil refinery customized for our customer. So as you can see, this one is a vacuum tank. It can do the bleaching and dehydration. And this one is a deodorization tank. It can do the deodorization purpose. So now please follow my camera. Let's go through this machine to see more details about it. And at the meantime, we can customize according to your requirement. If you have different requirements, just let us know. We will do our best to have a solution for you. Thank you very much. Hello guys, welcome to Kamak channel. Now in front of us is a two tanks customized oil refinery for our African customers. So we have two vacuum tanks. The first tank with a mixer is for the dehydration and bleaching. And the second tank without the mixer is for the deodorization. And in middle, we can see a control cabinet where we can control this small plant. And down there is a oil pump for the oil moving between the tanks and between the crude oil tank to the refinery, and from the refinery finally to the storage tank. And by the side we have a white and blue color, that's a steam generator. And then by the side is a water jet vacuum pump. So, and along with all the pipelines connecting between the tanks and the pumps made the full side of this plant. So let me give you a closer look and to show you how the machine works. So firstly, when we have the crude oil, we need to pump the oil inside the refining tank. From here, we can see the oil pump. And here's the opening for the crude oil inlet. And that over there is for the final refined oil outlet. So firstly, we use this pump to pump the oil from the crude oil storage tank through this pipe and go all the way up to the back. And from this place to the first tank. And after the oil being pumped into the first tank, we will turn the heater on. We will heat it to 105 Celsius degree. So at this temperature, the water will become hot steam. And in the meantime, we will start the vacuum pump over there. So the steam will be extracted out. You can see the this pipe is connecting to the vacuum pump. So all the water becomes the steam, and steam being extracted out by the vacuum pump. So for 105 Celsius degree, with the heating elements and working with the vacuum pump, we will realize the dehydration purpose. And the second thing we do is the bleaching. How we do the bleaching? We need the bleaching powder. We can see there's a pipeline over here. So this pipeline later, we will have a small tank over here. We will feed some bleaching powder inside. So once the tank is in a vacuum pressure, all those powders will be sucked inside the tank. And then we do the mixing, and together with the heating for 105, because high temperature is good for the efficiency of the bleaching powder. So with the mixing and heating, the bleaching powder will absorb the pigments from the oil to realize the bleaching purpose. And after that, we will pump, because the oil is mixing with the bleaching powder. So we will need to have the oil. We will pump the oil to the frame plate filter, and the frame plate filter will separate the bleaching powder and the filtered oil. But because this customer, he already has this filter, so we didn't have the filter for him. He will use his original filter. Okay, so after filtering, we will move the oil from the filtered oil box to the second tank. This tank without mixer, we do the deodorization. How do we do the deodorization? So firstly, we use the heating elements to heat the oil, and together with the steam generator, with the hot steam, you can see the hot steam will go through the tank through this pipe, and through these two openings inside the tank. So the hot steam is like it's something like we are blowing bubbles in a bottle. So it's fully reacting with the oil, and the odor stuff will go away together with the hot steam, because when we are running this deodorization tank, the vacuum pump is still on. So the vacuum pump is gonna extract the hot steam together with the other stuff out. So by this way, we are finalizing the deodorization purpose. Okay, and here's the watch window, and over here the heating elements, and here is the steam generator, as you can see, and here's the motor for the water jet vacuum pump, and here's the water tank, and the green part is the water jet pump. So usually we have like three kinds of vacuum pump, like the water circulating pump, water circulating vacuum pump, water jet vacuum pump, and the roost vacuum pump. Usually for small machine, we use water circulating one, but this one we are upgrading to the water jet circulating pump for our customer. Okay, so this is what it's made of, and now let's move to the control box. As we can see here, we have different switches for different functions. Later we will label with English as well. So this one is for the spare use. For example, if the customer, they have their own filter, frame plate filter, and later they will also need the pump to pump the oil, so they can use this spare for that purpose. And this one is for control the pump, like this one, the gear pump, oil pump. And this one is for the mixer, for mixing purpose. And this one and this one, both for heating elements. Okay, and this one is for the vacuum pump, to turn on the vacuum pump. Later we will label with English. And the inside, if you want to have a look, I can show you. You can see the spirals. The spiral is for a cooling purpose, not for heating purpose, because we have the heating elements already. And now let's move to the tank number 2. It's very similar, very similar. So the spirals, the coils, is for cooling purpose, and we have an umbrella and the pipe for the deodorization purpose. Okay. And after all the work being finished, the oil can be pumped out by this pump through this pipeline to the oil storage tank. And here are, you see the two pipes over here, and here is for the cooling purpose. So later we can connect it to the water pump, so the normal temperature water will go inside the coils and to fulfill the cooling purpose. Usually this one is for the inlet and this one is for the outlet. The same here. This one is for the inlet and this one is for the outlet. And here are the connecting cables for the steam generator to the power supply. Okay, and here we are connecting the water, because the water is consuming all the time. So here's a water tank. Okay, and some spare parts we have already put it inside. Okay, so this is basically what it is. If you have more questions, please leave a comment or contact our sales team. Thank you very much for watching.